Well, welcome into Chicago Bears Now, live on a Monday at a special time, 2 o'clock Central here. This Monday, July 15th, I am Harrison Graham. Welcome in. And the reason we're live early is because I am going to the Home Run Derby tonight, which is just down the road here in DFW. So early stream today, still going to do our normal show. We'll have 3 segments plus our Madden simulation, this one against the 49ers in Week 14. So we'll get to that towards the end of the show. So thanks to everybody for adapting, adjusting, and we should be back to our normal time on Thursday. But shout out your city. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We got producer Cullen in the house hanging out, and we want to know where you guys are watching from. So see Breezy, big game against the Niners in our Madden sim. Training camp, rookies report tomorrow. Lots happening today.
Lots happening, a little early show today, but happy for those who showed in are already at the door. We got 112 people already chilling with us here on a Monday afternoon, so appreciate y'all tuning in. But yeah, man, I can't wait for the show we got planned for y'all.
We got Mike in Wake Forest, Caden in Huntingburg. What's up, Caden? Luke McCaffreyville, Illinois. Who will be the Luke McCaffrey for the 49ers today? They got a lot of stars, so maybe like Jawan Jennings would be the Luke McCaffrey if he goes off in this game today. Joe Matter says Shiloh, Illinois. We got Thomas in Anthem, Arizona. New Prague, Minnesota. Jay-Z in Kankakee, Illinois. Matt Nagy in Boomtown. What's up, Matt Nagy? What's up, Coach? Chris Ashford in Apopka, Florida. We got Sharon in Nebraska City. Grand Rapids, Michigan is where Denny's watching. Dixon, Illinois from Brad. We got Fresno, California from Joaquin. Coppers Cove, Texas, Willie Taylor. What's up, Willie? That's the home of Robert Griffin III. Markel in H-Town, Livingston, Montana is where Austin is watching. Wherever you're watching from, we appreciate you making Bears Now a part of your day. Now, the hot topic around the Bears right now is Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze. Neither has signed their rookie contracts. We're going to go through some theories of why that is coming up here on today's show, but I want to hear from you guys. Are you concerned that Caleb and Rome haven't signed? This is our live poll question as well. 37% say yes, 63% of you are saying no. Go vote there if you haven't, and let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat. Mike says yes, Logan says yes, Christian says yes as well. DC says first rounders do this all the time. They do. I think there's 5 first-rounders that still haven't signed. It's Caleb, Rome, J.J. McCarthy, and Dallas Turner. So, ironically, 4 of the 5 are in the NFC North. And then Amarius Mims with Cincinnati is the 5th one. Those are the 5 first-rounders that haven't signed. Edwards says yes. Denny says yes. So, getting more yeses in the chat than nos, despite no winning the poll almost 2-1 at 63%. So, I'll dive deeper into this, give more of my thoughts. There's a lot of theories on why this is. I'd be more concerned if there was like deeper reporting, Cullen, from like either the local media or like Rappaport or like Schefter, like, yep, 1 day from training camp, they still haven't signed. There doesn't even seem to be that type of narrative and talking point. So I think concerned is a strong word, but it is a little surprising, I guess, that this thing hasn't been handled at this point.
Yeah, my word would be noteworthy. Like, it's noteworthy that they haven't signed yet.
Yeah.
You mentioned the 5 guys who haven't signed as first rounders yet, so it's something just to keep monitoring. You're not sweating about it too much yet, but it's also something where it's like, okay, why haven't you signed yet?
Yeah, my thing is just like, look, if I don't really I don't care that much, but it's like I just don't want this to be a story in training camp. Like, you've got a rookie quarterback who's got to continue to learn a playbook and mesh with veterans. Like, the last thing you want is something extra on his plate and on his mind. With Rome, I don't think it's that big of a deal in terms of a distraction because, learning to play receiver in the NFL compared to quarterback is just not the same animal. For those asking, rookies report tomorrow. So, I mean, tomorrow, vets report Friday, first practice Saturday. Like, it's go time, man. So, hopefully this is handled by tomorrow. And there's a lot of people that think that they're just going to walk in tomorrow and sign it. That way the Hard Knocks cameras can catch it. Who knows? Yeah, we'll dive deeper into this as the show goes on here momentarily. But if you're excited for Bears training camp like I am, like Cullen is, and like even if you're not a Bears fan, just training camp's being here, the excitement is in the air. Type me in the comments if you're fired up because man, tell you what, it's time to get football back in the air. The college football video game is out early. Did you get early access?
I did.
So you're in there tonight.
Oh yeah.
See Breezy going to be playing. So, by the way, people in the chat continue to spam me. Are you buying the new college football game? And if you are, what are you playing on? PlayStation 5 or what do they call it? Xbox Series X? Is that what they
Series
call
X
it?
or S, yeah.
What's the deal? You guys playing? Because look, I'm gonna get it. It's a matter of when, and it's a matter of what system. Because I don't game a ton anymore, but if I do, it's on PC, and it's not coming out on PC. So it sucks for me because I gotta invest like $500. Like, which system am I getting? It sounds like are you on Xbox or
I'm an
PlayStation?
Xbox guy.
So you're unlike most of the office,
Right.
who has PlayStation.
I'm in the minority. For sure.
I kind of think they'll eventually make Online Dynasty cross-plat because they did that with Madden franchise. It took a few months after it came out, but yeah, I'm more of an Xbox guy. But like, if everybody I know for the most part is playing PlayStation, I guess I have to get a PS5. But oh man, a lot of people saying yes. Edward, see, I'm with. I do think EA missed the boat on the no PC thing. The last time NCAA came out, I feel like EA's missed the boat on this, Colin, where way more gamers are on PC now than they were 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, to not have it come out on PC, I think is kind of a miss. But I guess we'll see what happens. I'm gonna have to get the game though. Like, I was talking to myself last night. I was like, maybe I won't get out. Like, I gotta get it. Like, I can't be the one guy not playing. Yeah. Who are you playing as? I mean, probably some different teams, but my first dynasty's got to be with my alma mater, TCU. So that's probably who I'd play with. But yeah, we'll see. I'll keep y'all updated. All right, we got to get this thing rolling here. If you love the Bears, hit the like button, like this video, and let's get more likes. We got 150-ish people watching, only 33 likes. Let's get those numbers up. Hit the like button. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in right now. We got a lot to dive into. DC says EA loves to kill franchises, though. Let's have the positive vibes. I can't afford this game not being good. I just can't. So, like the video.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, exactly. I need this game to turn out well. So hit that like button and let's get this thing popping. All right, here's what's coming up on Chicago Bears Now live on YouTube. We'll get to the latest news and rumors leading up to training camp. A lot of Caleb and Rome talk with their contract statuses. Also, hashtag Bears or Super Chat to get your questions answered on the show. We need more questions. Hashtag Bears or Super Chat. If you Super Chat, you're first in line. No Super Chats yet today. We'll get to our Bears training camp preview, 5 storylines to monitor during training camp, and then our Madden Week 14 sim against the 49ers. Can the Bears bounce back after a tough loss to the Lions? That is all coming up here on Chicago Bears Now Live. Should we be concerned that Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze have yet to sign their rookie contracts? That's today's topic as we kick off today's show. My name is Harrison Graham. Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. And it's noteworthy that tomorrow rookies are expected to report to Halas Hall, and your 2 top 10 picks have yet to ink a deal. Now, we'll go through some theories, some different thoughts here on why that is, why haven't Caleb and Rome signed. There's a lot floating around there, but with rookies reporting tomorrow, this is certainly a topic, whether we like it or not. And I want to challenge you guys first. Last year, 2023, we picked up 473 new subscribers on this channel. Awesome. This year, almost halfway through the month, 174. So we got a ways to go if we're going to top last year. I like a little competition. I'm challenging you guys. Can we get 500 plus subs this month? We would need 326 more. to get their daily coverage, news, rumors, training camp updates, and a whole lot more. Hit that sub button if you want to help us out. All right, Caleb Williams over the weekend did his first Caleb Cares event in Chicago, which really cool nonprofit deal he does with, special needs kids and other kids as well. And he, of course, was asked because he did a little media Q&A deal afterwards, like, hey, what's going on with your contract? And he said, quote, I'm not handling that. My lawyer and attorney and everybody, the head of the Bears, everybody up there up top is handling that. Now, remember, Caleb does not have an agent through the NFLPA. So some players don't. Lamar Jackson doesn't. Roquan Smith didn't when he was here. Remember, that was a big issue in terms of trying to negotiate with him when Ryan Poles was first on the job. So it's a different type of deal. It can take a little longer. Now, I think we need to keep in mind before we get to some theories of why they haven't signed that there's not like a lot of different things you can negotiate for a rookie contract. The picks are kind of slotted out, but like you could talk about more on the signing bonus or how much up front versus later, that type of stuff. So there are things that do get negotiated out, but I'm not that worried because I feel like if this was a real big story, like oh my gosh, this could be a problem, like a Schefter or a Rappaport or one of the big local guys in Chicago would have reported by now, like, hey, like, there's some friction between Caleb, Rome, and the Bears. So, like, I'm not that concerned. But let's get into some theories of why they haven't signed. Number one, they want more money up front. What does that mean? Larger signing bonus. That was rumored to be why J.J. McCarthy hasn't signed yet. That storyline dropped about a month ago. He still hasn't signed his rookie deal because anyone with the financial background will tell you, hey, if you get more money now, that's more money you can get out of that money later. In other terms, you can invest that money into stocks, Bitcoin, bonds. Like, if you know what you're doing, you can turn $25 million into $40 million pretty quickly if you have that type of cash. So, like, most players want more money up front. It's kind of like if you win the lottery, you can either space it out over 30 years and technically you'll get a larger sum, or you take less, but you get a larger sum total up front. Like, would you rather have $400 million over 30 years or $250 million immediately? Well, if you know how to invest money, you would take the $250 million. So kind of a large explanation of players want more money up front as possible so they can get with their financial team and invest it properly. Okay, number two. First practice is not until July 20th, so first full practice, rookies and QBs there, the 16th. But, until then, I'm not that concerned. So it could just be a situation where, hey, like, they're going to be back in the building the 16th. You have a couple of days there to get ink to paper. So it could just be a matter of, hey, Caleb and Rome have been out of town and, we've come to a verbal agreement, but they haven't officially signed yet. They'll sign once they're in the building. So keep that in mind. And then number three, and I think perhaps the most interesting one that's been out there is the Hard Knocks theory, which is they haven't signed because the Bears and Hard Knocks and Rome and Caleb, they've all agreed, like, hey, we're going to capture that on camera. So I would expect the Hard Knocks cameras to start rolling tomorrow when rookies and quarterbacks report, and they can capture that. Like, oh, bring them to the back. Here's your contract, Caleb, Rome. Go sign it. I could buy that theory. I mean, it makes sense. Two high-profile rookie draft picks on a high-profile show like Hard Knocks. Hey, we've agreed to the deal, but we're not going to officially sign it until Hard Knocks cameras get rolling once training camp begins, which rookies report the 16th. So I could buy that theory. It's hard to say if that's true or not, but I certainly think it's a possibility. Are you concerned that Caleb and Rome haven't signed up to this point? Type Y for yes, you are, or N for no, you are not. Pin comment on today's show. Are you concerned that the two top rookies haven't signed their rookie contracts? I would say I'm more surprised than concerned. Again, I'd be more concerned if one of these bigwig reporters was like, there's friction brewing between the Bears and one or both of these players. Like, I remember the Roquan Smith deal his rookie year. Like, there was friction there. Like, he was going to hold out of training camp. I think he did miss some of training camp time, if I remember correctly. So I don't get the sense that that's happening here whatsoever. So, yes, it's a little surprising. I expected it to be done by now, but maybe we'll find out once they sign that there was a reason that was the case. So Again, more surprised than concerned. It's definitely noteworthy and something to continue to monitor. All right, speaking of Caleb Williams, veteran Mercedes Lewis joined the Jim Rome show and discussed the Bears rookie quarterback. Obviously, hasn't spent a ton of time around him just yet as he signed, I think, right after mandatory minicamp. Here's what Mercedes had to say. Quote, from a talent standpoint, he has everything it takes to be great. Obviously, me being a UCLA guy, I watched the USC games when he was there. Just the arm talent, the off-platform throws, the leadership on the field, I think that's going to serve him well. With how our running game is and how we try to marry up the passing game with the running game, I think it's the perfect offense for him to come in right away and be successful. I have no doubt that he's going to go out there and do his thing. And look, Lewis talking about what he was able to do at USC and in college, like, it speaks for itself, right? The numbers, it is what it is, right? They're jaw-dropping numbers, elite numbers. He won the Heisman Trophy for a reason. He was the most feared college football player over 2.5 years for a reason. All that we know. Like, that's not new information. But the NFL is a different deal. It's learning a playbook. Does his skill set fit with a certain offense, which Lewis thinks it does? Does the offensive coordinator and the quarterback mesh? You hope that's the case here. I'm just eager to watch him play because, like, the hype is there locally, nationally, from fans, from players. Like, I just want to see it. Like, I want camp to get here. I want preseason games to get here. We're 17 days away from the preseason opener in Canton. We'll see if Caleb plays in the Hall of Fame game against Houston. But I'm just eager. Like, I'm anxious, like, waiting. Like, we've been waiting for months, right? Like, obviously, we've got a little taste, OTAs, minicamp, all that stuff. But it's go time now, and I'm just excited to see him take the field. If you are as well and want to get his jersey to rep yourself in, chatsports.com/Caleb. Pick up a Bears Caleb Williams jersey today. We've got the navies, the whites, the oranges are available as well. Chatsports.com/Caleb. That link is in the comments and description of this video. Get yourself a Caleb Williams Bears jersey today in plenty of time for the season. Chatsports.com/Caleb. All right, are the Bears going to go 9-8 this year? Fox Sports has released their win-loss projections for all 32 NFL teams. I'll focus on the NFC here. Let's start with the division. This is how they see the North playing out. Packers and Lions both going 11-6. They have Green Bay getting the tiebreaker there and winning the division. Lions is a wild card team. Bears at 9-8. I'll tell you in a minute if that's good enough to make the playoffs based on their projections. Vikings at 8-9. And I think what stands out here is all four teams, 8 wins or more. That's something I've alluded to as a possibility. Like, I expect this division to be tough. I expect it to be tight. I think it could be a 3-team race up until the last week or two of the season. Like, I don't think any team's going to run away and win 13, 14 games, but I'd be surprised if a team bottomed out and won 6 or less. Like, I think the floor will be 7 wins for a team, and the ceiling's probably 12 or 13, but it's possible all four are sandwiched in between, 8 and 11. It's very much a possibility. Now, you look at Fox's NFC predictions as a whole, they got the Bears right there at number 8. So on the outside looking in for the playoffs, division winners on the left, San Francisco, Philadelphia, Green Bay, and Atlanta, 3 wildcard teams, Detroit, Dallas, and the LA Rams, and the Bears just on the outside at 9-8, along with Tampa at 9-8 as well, and then Cardinals, Vikings, Giants at 8-9. I mean, you think about that, 12 of the 16 teams, 8 wins or more, 14 of the 16 with 7 or more in the NFC, with the Commanders and Panthers at 5-12. By the way, if it was me, I'd have the Giants with way less wins. I'd be surprised if they're hovering around 500. And look, I've said the NFC is kind of wide open. You have your tier separators at the top. Like, I think San Francisco is the clear top team. As of now, I'd throw Detroit number 2. But, like, after that, it's kind of wide open. But there's also only a couple of really bad teams. Like, I think Carolina's going to stink. The Giants, potentially Washington as well. But everybody else is going to be solid. Like, even if Seattle goes 7-10, that's a pretty solid team. The Vikings, they're going to be solid. The Saints aren't terrible. Like, they have a good defense. So, I think it's going to be easy to be in the playoff mix, but it's not going to be easy to make the playoffs because I think there's going to be, 6, 7, 8 teams vying for those 3 wild card spots, and I would expect the Bears to be in that group. Could they maybe sneak up and win the division? Yeah, it's possible, but that's going to be pretty tough with Detroit coming off the year they did and bringing everybody back and adding to that team, and Green Bay ascending as well. So hoping for the playoffs, I think that's a realistic goal. But if they go 9-8 and miss the playoffs by a game, I mean, am I supposed to call that a detrimental failure? I don't think so. I have higher hopes, but I can't really rip Fox for this. It's not like the worst prediction of all time. Predict the Bears' record this season. Call it out now in the comments. Remember, 17 games. Let me know how you think the Bears are going to do. If you watched our prediction video after the schedule came out, my initial one was 11-6 and a wild card spot. I think I had Detroit winning the division at the time. That's still where I am right now. But my final prediction, A, on where the Bears will finish in the NFC North, and B, what their record will be. We'll make sure to get that out to you guys before week 1 against the Titans. Want to see training camp play out, any new potential roster moves, plus, of course, the preseason games as well. So 11-6 was my early prediction, and if they win 11 games, they're clearly going to make the playoffs. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks to everybody for tuning in to Chicago Bears Now. Again, we're trying to top our July numbers in terms of new subscribers compared to last year, so help us out. And if you want daily content, just hit subscribe. What do you guys think? Bears record. NFL Productions 10-7, DC 10-7, Rusty 4-13. Man, not very optimistic, huh?
Not a fan of Caleb, apparently.
Yeah, it says he's going to lead the league in turnovers. Hope you're wrong. We'll see, though. It's a rookie. Could happen. Michael says 11 or 12. We'll see. 7-10 from Christian. Charlie says 12-5. The wild card game will be one of the games against the Vikings, but I could see Chicago winning 11. Okay, Scepter says between 8 and 12 wins. Milo says 12-5. Mark says 11-6. I say 10 maybe. First half looks soft, but well, I'm not. I think you cut yourself up, but we'll see. I got you, Chris. Mike says 7-10. Yeah, I think the floor is 7-10, barring a major injury, and I think the ceiling's probably like 12-5. I think you'll fall somewhere in that range. If you're at 9 or more, you'll have a chance to make the playoffs. If you're at less, you probably won't. So it's going to be interesting. The middle of the NFC, Colin, like I feel like after, on paper at least, I think it's San Francisco, Detroit, same top two as last year. They pretty much both brought everybody back. I guess the Niners lost Eric Armstead, but I don't think they're going to fall off majorly because of that. Detroit literally brought everyone back and added a couple pieces. I think after that, it's pretty open. The NFC East, I think Dallas will still be good, but I think they take a step back. I guess Philly will be solid, but I still got to see it. They lost 6 out of 7 down the stretch. Green Bay, I think, is going to be in the mix, but I think that like 3 through 11 in the NFC is going to be pretty tight. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, there's only a couple of, like you said, kind of bottom dwellers and then top-tier teams, and there's a lot of in-between. You got to think, though, for the Bears, you won 7 games last year.
Yeah.
And you added DeAndre Swift. You added Caleb Williams. You added Rome Odunze. You added Keenan Allen. You added Gerald Everett. So, in theory, again, a lot of things that got to, take place for the Bears to have a successful season. But, again, they're playing another fourth-place schedule this year. Yep. I could definitely see them getting into that double-digit mark. Yeah,
and I mean, look, they blew 3 fourth-quarter leads where they had, according to ESPN's, win-loss predictor, they had at least a 91% chance to win 3 games that they lost. Like, they were up 10 in the fourth quarter against Cleveland, lost that game. Up 21 against the Broncos, lost that game. And we're up, what was the other game I'm missing? Oh, they were up 12 against Detroit with less than 5 minutes to go and lost that game. So, even if you want to throw out the Cleveland one, you still should have won 9 last year. So, I don't think this team is, if you told me, yeah, they're going to win 11 games, I'd be like, yeah, I could see it. Now, if you told me they're going to go 8-9, but look a lot better than last year, I could see that too. I mean, it is a rookie quarterback. Do I think it's an upgrade? Yeah, I do, but it doesn't mean that Caleb's just going to go out there and dominate every week. He's going to have to take his lumps. So, it should be interesting. We want to take your questions. Use hashtag Bears or Super Chat to get your questions answered on the show. Hashtag Bears or Super Chat. DC Viper says the Bears have a chance to win 14 games. That's bold. I'd be surprised. Hashtag Bears or Super Chat. Get those questions in. If you have any questions about training camp, trades, free agency, anything else, we'll get them answered.
We got 3 questions so far, so feel free to get them in.
Mike Jordan, you got to add a question to that, buddy. Who you got winning the home run derby? I'll just answer that now since The mailbag will go out later for people not watching live. I'll stick with the hometown guy. I'll go Adolis Garcia.
Yeah.
I could see Pete Alonso winning it. Did he win it last year?
I believe he did, yes. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's right.
Mark, you got to put a space between Bears trade there. Hashtag Bears, then space trade for Khalil Mack if you want to ask that question. Petey getting a question. Bears goated. Scepter. Milo. Matt Nagy.
Oh, no, it was Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Oh, that's right.
That's my mistake.
That is right. I want to say that.
What up, Matt Nagy?
Oh, man. Give me a sec here.
Yeah, take your time. Feel free to hashtag Bears. Ask all those questions. Be sure to get them on the show.
Yeah, a lot coming in now, so should be good to go. Who does Matt Eberflus think he is? That's funny. All right, it's mailbag time. We'll get your questions answered. If you super chat, you skip the line, so appreciate everybody who wants to do that. And that being said, we'll go ahead and jump on into our mailbag episode. It's Chicago Bears Now, mailbag time. I am Harrison Graham from Brian Urlacher. Will Ryan Poles sign a pass rusher now or trade for someone at the deadline? Well, he did both last year. I think that's worth mentioning, as he signed Yannick Ngakoue the night of the Hall of Fame game last year. If you remember, we went live. That was a good time. And then he also traded for Montez Sweat. So I think if you look at Poles' history, every year he's signed at least one free agent around training camp, if not multiple. It was Riley Reif and Michael Schofield the first year. Last year it was Yannick Ngakoue and Mercedes Lewis. This year I would expect someone and probably in the trenches on one or both sides of the ball. And then we know he's aggressive at the deadline if the right deal is there. So I think both is a possibility. I think one or the other is definitely possible as well. I do think adding a pass rusher is going to make sense at some point here. So we'll see if and when he does that. What do you guys think? Should the Bears sign or trade for a pass rusher? Type S if you think they should sign one. T if you think they should trade for one. Type B if you think they should do both. Drop your vote in the comment section. Edward here. Is the Hard Knocks going to be an unnecessary distraction for the Bears? I don't think so. I never really subscribed to that theory. These guys, especially in the year of 2024, like, you're telling me Caleb Williams is going to be overwhelmed by Hard Knocks? That guy's had cameras in his face for 3 years. Like, these guys, they're professional athletes. Like, sure, like, will undrafted free agents out of small schools, could they be like, whoa, this is different? Well, yeah, but they're already going to feel that anyway, going from North Dakota State to the Chicago Bears. Like, I think as long as you're focusing on what you got to focus on as a player, and that's gelling with your teammates, diving into the playbook, working hard each and every day, the cameras are the cameras, man. Like, welcome to being a professional athlete. Like, get used to it. I think it's the most overblown thing that exists. William Rowe, which of these players will make the NFL top 100? DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Jalen Johnson, Montez Sweat, TJ Edwards, DeAndre Swift, Cole Kmet. I think DJ, Keenan, Jalen, and Montez should all be on there for sure. I think TJ Edwards has a pretty strong argument as well. I don't think Swift's a top 100 guy. I mean, you got to think of it. You're talking about like a top 3 or 4 player on a team on average, right? 32 teams times 3, that's 96. Now, obviously, like, some teams are going to have 7, and other teams may have 1 or 2. I don't think Swift makes it. I think you could make an argument for Kmet, but I'd be shocked if he made it. I would guess for sure those first 3 are in there, the 2 receivers and Jalen. I think Sweat will make it, and then after that, I would guess no one else. I think 4 make it. I would make a strong argument for 5 with TJ Edwards with the way he played last year, but I don't think he will make it, and I don't think Cole Kmet and DeAndre Swift will either. Help us out. Our next milestone is so close. We're trying to get to 95,000 subs by the first training camp practice on Saturday. I would love to get there. We're 467 away. Sub for Bears Dubs. Football is back. If you want to help us out, hit that subscribe button. Bears goated. Do you think Roschon is the RB of the future? I mean, not necessarily. They just signed DeAndre Swift to a 3-year deal with 2 of the years mostly guaranteed. So, do I think he's a part of the future, heavily involved in the rotation? Yeah, probably. He's got 3 years left on his rookie deal. He's going to get a chance to compete with Khalil Herbert for RB2 during training camp. If he wins that job, he'll have a nice role on this team. But they paid DeAndre Swift, good starter money. Like, he's going to be the starter. But at the same time, Swift is not a heavy 3-down back. Like, he's going to be the lead guy of this rotation. So I think Roschon is part of the future, but I don't think he's the guy for the future. PD, what game will the Bears lose this year that they should win easily, a.k.a. their trap game? I'll say this. I don't think that you should overlook week 1. Tennessee at home. I think Tennessee could be sneaky good. So I don't think you can take anyone lightly in this league. I'll look at another one here. How about this? At Washington after the bye week. The battle of the rookie quarterbacks. I think people are going to be like, bye week. They're going to go in there and roll. That's a sneaky tough game. I think at Arizona the week after that is tough as well. So I would look at those 3 games: Tennessee at home, and then at Washington and at Arizona. I don't think any of those. I think all 3 of those teams will be scrappy this year. They kind of remind me of the Bears from last year, where they're not playoff teams, but they're going to compete. They're going to be tough outs. So I would look at those 3 games. We got Rome Odunze jerseys available. If you want to represent number 15, get a jersey right now. Chatsports.com/Rome. That link is available to click in the comments and description of this video. Chatsports.com/Rome. Pick yourself a Rome Odunze jersey up today. King Mello, do you think surrounding Caleb with all these weapons or receiver will help him in the long run if they're not here for him in the future? I don't think so at all. I think you want to surround a young quarterback with as much ammo as possible so he gets comfortable early, and then ideally by the time you have to pay him, you don't need to surround him with as much. Again, extreme example, Mahomes is a great example of this. Early on, he had Tyreek, Kelsey, Sammy Watkins when he was still kind of in his prime. They had other weapons as well. Kareem Hunt was his running back when he was all pro level. Kareem Hunt, they were one of the best O-lines in football. And then, over time, they still have good pieces. Kelsey's still there. But last year, the receivers were a mess. He still made it work, partially because they got better. But I think early on, you want to surround your quarterback with as much as possible. Think about Justin Fields. What do we always say? They didn't do enough for him. He didn't have a chance. He didn't have enough help from a coaching standpoint or a personnel standpoint. You want to get this guy as much as possible, which is why I would still look at adding an offensive lineman. So, to have Caleb Williams being a big part in the future, you got to make sure he gets there first. And to help him getting there is to make him comfortable early on in his career. Logan Bell, do you think if Montez gets hurt, the defense could fall apart? Fall apart is strong, but the front 4 is pretty brutal if he's not on it. If you take Montez Sweat off this front 4, it's a bottom 3 defensive line on paper in the NFL. You don't have a single, big difference maker. Andrew Billings, nice player. Javon Dexter, potential. But, you can't say with, firm actuality, you've got a big-time player if Montez Sweat isn't there. You've got one big-time defensive lineman. If he goes down, you're in trouble. There's no doubt about it. All right, who's excited for our Bears-Texans Hall of Fame game watch party? We will be live here on the channel on August 1st, getting you ready for the Bears preseason opener, and we will be live throughout that game. If you're fired up, type me in the comments, and type me if you're going to be there watching with us. Bray J, do you think we will have the first 1,000 yards? Oh, who do you think, will have the first, get to 1,000 yards first? I'll say DJ, but it wouldn't shock me if it was Keenan. I think DJ will average more yards per catch, but I could see Keenan getting more targets. So, either way, it wouldn't shock me. But they've both talked about, it's going to be a race to 1,000. And, I don't think he'll be in that combo to be the first to 1,000, but Rome's licking his chops too, so it's going to be fun to watch this room work. DC Viper, do you see Tillman making the Hall of Fame? I think he's got an outside shot later on in the process, but and maybe on the senior committee if he doesn't get in the natural way, but he's probably on the outside looking in if I had to guess. Now, I would make the case for him because there's that old cliche of, can you write the history books of the game without this player? And if the answer is no, then he should be in. Well, the peanut punch is a thing that all teams teach and play with now, right? Like that, he added something to the game that was unique. So I would make the case for him. His career numbers probably are more of the Hall of very good, but we'll see. I think he's got an outside shot. We'll see if he ever gets there. Appreciate all the questions, comments, and everything else. And if you got more, at HGramNFL on Instagram. We are ramping up over there just like we are here on YouTube. So if you want more Bears content, if you want the conversation to continue, at HGramNFL on Instagram is the place to do it. All right, we're about 15 minutes away from our Bears 49ers Madden simulation, so stay tuned for that. Continue to spam me if you're ready for our Hall of Fame game watch party. I can't wait. We're literally 17 days away.
Yeah, actual football is coming here to Bears.
Cullen and I in the studio. Let's go.
Let's go.
It's going to be a blast, man.
Yeah.
The first of at least 21 watch parties. Hopefully more.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully more. I haven't had a playoff watch party since my first year when they lost to the Saints in a terrible football game.
Bringing the good vibes. It's happening this
Let's
year.
go. The sea breezy luck, baby. Christian, Dark Cobra, Milo, all typing me. Rolly in the chat. It's actually going to be. I need to know who this is. Rolly's going to be live on Dolphins every week. So there you go.
Yeah. He keeps trying to stir beef between me and Rolly. It's like, Rolly's my guy. Love Rolly.
That's how they go in the chat, man. That's how they go in the chat.
No bad vibes.
All right, we'll get to our Madden sim here in about 10, 15 minutes, but want to get to a Bears training camp preview first as training camp is here. Let's get it. We made it, folks. Bears training camp is here, and on today's show, we're going to kind of break down training camp, get a little preview for you guys, 5 storylines I'm keeping an eye on. First practice officially on July 20th, first full practice, but you got rookies reporting here on Tuesday, veterans this Friday, and then the first full practice on Saturday. So we're here, guys. We made it. The offseason is over with for the most part now. Players could still sign. There's going to be roster changes, all that stuff. But I'm excited, and on today's show, like I said, 5 camp storylines to watch for that I think you guys should keep tabs on as well. And how cool is it, too, that we'll get an inside look with Hard Knocks. That should be something exciting to watch for. All right, number 1, all eyes on the quarterback, Caleb Williams. Obviously, he's going to take center stage. He's going to be in the spotlight, just from us, covering the team, and obviously Hard Knocks as well. The entire NFL is watching this kid, and he's used to it. In college football, he was one of the biggest stars we've ever seen in the sport. Biggest NIL athlete in collegiate sports history. He's had cameras following him for years, so he's used to this. He's made a lot of money, but we all want to see, can he hit the ground running? Can he be as advertised from day one? Can he mesh with Shane Waldron in this offense and really get things going here? Because we all think this kid can be great. I think he's got the traits to be special. But how soon can that happen? Can he be one of these really good rookie quarterbacks like a C.J. Stroud, like an Andrew Luck, like an RG3, these guys who've had special rookie years? Or is it going to take some time? That's what we're all eager to see, and it starts in training camp. So I, for one, can't wait. He's in the spotlight, and the Bears are in the spotlight too. Like, it's an exciting time right now. I want to know from you, will Caleb Williams live up to the hype? Type Y for yes, type in for no. Pen comment on today's show. Let us know what you guys think. Number 2, who's going to win the center job? This continues to be a discussion. This continues to be a talking point. It's going to be a talking point throughout training camp. Ryan Bates, Coleman Shelton battling things out. Matt Eberflus, Chris Morgan both alluded to this being a competition. I think the Bears would like Bates to win this job. I think he'll get the first crack to win this job, but I think both guys are going to get an opportunity. And look, I've said it. I'll continue to say it. I don't need an all-pro at center. I don't need a Pro Bowler at center. I need someone who's adequate. I need the 20th best center. Can you get top 20 center play? Top 22 even? Like, just not bottom 5 like you've had. I mean, the center play, guys. I've been covering this team from a full-time basis since 2020. It's been ugly, man. Like, the Sam Mustipher experience was bad. You try to move Cody Whitehair back to center. He can't snap the ball. Lucas Patrick couldn't stay healthy the first year. By the second year, he was cooked. He also couldn't snap. Like, I think Ryan Bates and Coleman Shelton is an upgrade, but I'm also realistic. I don't think they're going to be awesome. Like, but can it be adequate? Can it be up to NFL standards? That is what I need. So hopefully whoever wins this job can provide just that. All right, if you want a free jersey, this is how you can get one. Got to get our Bears Facebook page to 4,000 followers. We're at 3,010. We crossed 3,000. Once we get to 4,000, we will do a Bears jersey giveaway. To enter the giveaway, go follow us, facebook.com/chatsportsbears. Give us a follow over on Facebook. All right, number 3, roster bubble players. Every year, that's obviously a big thing to watch in training camp. Which guys on the bubble are going to shine, which guys are going to struggle, and maybe not make this football team. I think these are 5 players to keep an eye on the bubble this year. Velus Jones Jr., I think he's going to be featured a lot, publicly in training camp. Like, can he improve as a receiver? Can he is his ability as a kick returner enough to make this roster? DeAndre Carter, they signed him as either insurance for Velus or additional returner option, receiver option as well. It could come down to one of those guys making this team, one of those guys getting cut. Dominique Robinson, year 3 for the pass rusher. Can he put some things together and secure a roster spot? Been a quiet first 2 years for him. Elijah Hicks, good special teams player, but got exposed when he had to play safety last year. They brought in a couple of safeties, Jonathan Owens to be that number 3 guy. So I think he's battling for that 4th spot with a guy like Tarvarius Moore. We'll see if he can secure one. And then Larry Borom, we've talked about him. The Bears can save over $3 million by cutting or trading him. Is him reaching that price escalator going to get him cut or traded? I think it's possible. He certainly needs to have a strong camp to secure a roster spot, considering he's not going to be a starter. I expect competition to be intense. The first 2 years, especially the first year in 2022, you just didn't have players, man. Like, the roster bubble wasn't even interesting because it was guys that aren't even in the league anymore. Now it's like real players are going to get cut or traded because Ryan Poles has done such a nice job of adding top-end talent but also quality depth across the board. So it should be fascinating, should be interesting to watch. Number 4, as we go through our Bears training camp preview, will a second pass rusher emerge? We've talked about this a lot as well. You've got Montez Sweat, a very good player, not an elite first-team All-Pro guy, but very, very good. I'd say a great player, excellent run defender, good pass rusher as well, like we saw last year. But who's going to join him? Is Gervon Dexter ready to make a step forward? Is another edge going to step up? Is DeMarcus Walker going to be a higher-level player than he's been in his career? Could Austin Booker surprise us? Who's going to emerge? Like, Dexter seems like the guy people are talking about most, but that's a projection at the end of the day. We got to see that happen. So, that's why I'm eager to watch him specifically in training camp. He certainly has high hopes for himself. These are the goals he set for this year: 8+ sacks, 15+ tackles for loss, Pro Bowl and All-Pro. So he certainly believes he can do great things, but at the end of the day, I'm still looking to add to this front 4 if I'm Ryan Poles. I mean, we've talked about these suspects quite a bit. Emmanuel Ogbah, my top guy. I'd be cool bringing back Yannick Ngakoue. Carl Lawson's a name that's still out there. Marcus Golden. You could bring back Rasheem Green as well. If nothing else, one of these guys would at least raise the floor of this room. Are any of these guys going to be Pro Bowlers? Probably not. But could a Ogbah or Ngakoue in particular come in, be a quality piece, and at least raise the floor of the room? I think so. So I expect the signing to take place at some point. This has been a Ryan Poles specialty that he signs guys during training camp to help this roster. He's done it 2 years in a row. We'll see who he does it for this year as training camp is getting rolling here. What do you guys think? Will the Bears sign a pass rusher? Type S for sign or P for pass. Get your votes in down in the comments section below. And then number 5, the other rookies, starting with Rome Odunze. How do they look? How do they perform? What are their roles and impacts going to be? We've obviously talked about Caleb Williams, but Rome Odunze, high expectations there as well. Karan Amagaji, who by all accounts was supposed to be healthy by training camp. We'll see if that officially is the case today. If we get a report on that, Torrey Taylor, the punter out of Iowa, Austin Booker as well, and some questions around each of these guys after Caleb, who we already broke down. Is Rome going to be a big part of this offense early, or is he just kind of going to ease in? Curious to see what happens there. Is Karan Amagaji healthy? Had that torn quad from Yale that he was still recovering from. Matt Eberflus during the offseason program said he thinks he'll be healthy for training camp. We'll see if he passes his physical. Is Torrey Taylor a top 5 punter? Took him in the 4th round. I don't see why that's an unrealistic expectation. They clearly think he's going to be really good. And then can Austin Booker contribute? That kind of goes back to our last point of if they think Booker can help you from day one, maybe they hold off on signing a pass rusher, at least for a little bit, to see if he can help you on Sundays early on in the season. So some questions there, some things I'm eager to see as training camp and the preseason get rolling here. So there you have it, our Bears training camp preview, some storylines I'm going to be watching for as camp gets underway at Halas Hall. It's so exciting to have Bears football back, and I can't wait for you guys to be a part of this journey. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications as we'll have updates every single day. All right, who you got? Bears 49ers as we're about to get into our Madden simulation. Who you guys got?
Let's go. NFL Prod saying Chicago upset.
What's your issue, Rusty? Don't rile people up, man. Don't rile people up. Who you got? Bears or 49ers? Christian says 49ers. NFL Production says Chicago. Hopefully this game isn't as ugly as the last one. Yeah, Lions kind of ate our lunch, let's be honest.
By the way, we do have the Seattle playbook in for this one.
Oh.
So we do get a new offense to look at starting this week.
The Shane Waldron offense.
Only took us about 14 weeks, but we're here.
We made it. We made it, folks. Oh, man. All right. Let's get to it as we're going to get into our Bears 49ers Madden simulation. Week 14 of the 2024 NFL season is here on our Madden simulations here on Chicago Bears Now, and it's a juicy one. Bears heading out west to take on the 49ers to kick off the month of December, and two contending teams based on how these Madden sims have gone. 49ers at 9-3 on the season, Bears at 8-4, so potential seeding implications here. If this was the case in the regular season too, if you could tell me right now, hey, the Bears will be 8-4 heading to San Francisco, sign me up, baby. I will take that right away. Predict the score for us. Let us know who you think will win and what the final score will be in this Madden simulation. If you've never seen our Madden sims before, this is what's happened so far. It was a 4-3 start, 4-1 start, then lost to Jacksonville and Washington with the bye week in between. 1-4 in a row to get to 8-3, but a 24-14 loss at Detroit on Thanksgiving last week. And now we start our final 5 games at San Francisco, at Minnesota, which that Madden sim will be next Thursday, or this Thursday, excuse me. Lions, Seahawks at home. Those will both take place next week on our live schedule. And then we'll wrap things up July 29th against the Packers, as then the real shebang will be here. Preseason football starting on August 1st against the Texans. All right, here we go. We'll get those score predictions in. Mark says 27-24. NFL Productions 20-14. Lacora 34-17. Let's see. We got 34-17 Lacora. James says 24-23. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm also going to call it my Luke McCaffrey this game. I'm going to go with Ricky Pearsall, the rookie out of Florida. That's who my sleeper for the Niners, I guess, could be.
Who'd you say?
Ricky Pearsall.
Okay. Yeah, there's been a surprise star in most of these sims for the other team, and since the Niners have a lot of high-level players, like Kittle wouldn't be a surprise, McCaffrey. How about Jawan Jennings?
That's a good one.
That's who I'll go with. He's the Luke McCaffrey of the game. So for the first time in a while, the Bears will receive here. That typically is not bared out well. But we'll see what happens here. Rolly. Colin, can you come to my Dolphin show today?
Sure,
Well, Rolly goes live tomorrow. But
Yeah.
DC says Debo's always the go-to player. I wouldn't. I'd say he's their third or fourth weapon, honestly. I'd say McCaffrey 1, Ayuk 2, Kittle and or Debo 3, 4.
Yeah. It really kind of depends, honestly.
Depends on the matchup. It's the beauty of having a lot of weapons. All right, here we go. DeAndre Carter brings it out past the 10, 20, up to about the 22-yard line. Here comes Caleb Williams and the Bears offense. The defense struggled last game and got down 7-0 early, so maybe trying to take an early lead is a good thing here.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how this offense looks, man. We've been running just kind of the normal Bears base Madden offense, and now we get to see Shane Waldron's offense.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's get it. Bears go under center. Old bunch formation, trips to the right. Caleb, hands or play action, boot to the right, throws on the run. A duck. Incomplete. That was ugly. That should have been an easy 6 or 7 yard completion.
Easy. Well,
We did change to the Seahawks playbook because this is Madden 24, so that is where Shane Waldron was coaching, obviously, on that Madden game. So, slight playbook change. We'll see how that affects things. Williams takes the snap, steps up, throws, almost intercepted. So 2 inaccurate throws early from the quarterback.
Yeah, can't be having that early on.
That is a little jittery on the road for the rookie quarterback.
Feel free to get y'all's questions in. We'll be answering them throughout the stream as we're chatting up, talking some Madden.
Williams steps up. He's going to scramble. Can he get to the sticks? Fumble! And Fred Warner recovers. Second straight game with the fumble for Caleb. Or is that 2 games ago he fumbled? I can't remember.
I think it was 2 games ago. I don't
So
want
2 ugly incompletions and a fumble on the first 3 plays for the Bears offense. That's not what you're looking for.
No.
Mm.
Yeah, Caleb still doesn't know how to slide this off.
This is good. Matt Nagy, this is what happens when you change the offense mid-season. Well, you would know, Coach. You did it multiple times when you were the Bears head coach. That's good stuff.
Glad you had some time to join us there, Matt Nagy.
That's pretty funny. This is what happens when you only have 5 days of install. Yeah? You guys wanted that Seahawks playbook.
Gave it to you.
Brock Purdy under center. I formation. Purdy hands it off. McCaffrey. Dragon. Jaquan Brisker for a gain of 7.
So no one can hand it off to Christian McCaffrey quite like Brock Purdy.
He's a really good handoff of the football guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Man, oh, man. 2nd and 3 here. Purdy in the pocket. Throws left side end zone. Incomplete. Wow, I thought that was caught.
Yeah.
Wonder if they're going to look at this.
And that is the correct number. Debo Samuel did change his number to number 1 this year, for those who are wondering. And San Francisco is challenging. I love how they never show the correct angle until like the last one. Because you can't see from that one either. They're going to show another bad angle.
I think he's in, but...
No, they're saying he's not. Oh!
That's 2 games in a row, a review. Or wait, are they going to change it now? Let's see. No.
They're still
Wow.
reviewing this. Nope.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. We'll take it.
So is that, are we even now after last week?
Yeah, Team Mag. According to last week, it's a TD.
Purdy. Hands it off. McCaffrey. Oh, short! It's a big hit by Pickens. This would be huge if the Bears get a stop here. We'll see if the Niners kick it or go for 4th and 1 here. That was a pretty unrealistic tackle by Zach Pickens, but we'll take it.
Yeah, immediately gets spun around backwards and somehow able to
elbows him to the ground. They're going to go for it. Type stop in the chat.
They're going to go.
Purdy under center. Hands it off. McCaffrey gets there. Gets a couple. All right, 1st and 10 at the 21, just outside the red zone. Purdy, play action, looking, throws, end zone, caught. Deebo Samuel, touchdown 49ers. Bears had a chance on 4th and 1. Bears had a chance. Oh, man. Extra point for Jake Moody is good. 7-0 San Francisco. All right. Bears can get the ball back. Got to respond. DC says Edmonds still a statue in the back end. Yeah, I need Tremaine Edmonds to play better this year, man. Who let Tremaine cover Deebo? That's also true.
Great question.
Decent coverage backer, but on Deebo, Deebo's a great route runner. That's still going to be a mismatch. All right, 49ers booted away. Carter's going to sit on this one. 1st and 10 at the 25 coming up. Coming up. Oh, Jeff Tedford stepping down at Florida State or Fresno State due to health issues. All right. Here comes Caleb Williams and the Bears offense. Need to do something here. It was an ugly first possession. Williams hands it off. Swift. Good run. Gets 5. 2nd and 5. Come on. Here we go. 2nd and 5. Williams takes the snap. Looking, dumps it off to Swift, who will pick up a 1st down. Gets about 7. All right, type those once. Get something going here.
Yeah, first completion of the game. We'll take it.
Chris says we got to we got to build morale for the upcoming season. Mess with the sliders. Is Caleb better than Purdy? I haven't seen him play in the NFL yet, so you'd have to give Purdy the edge for now, but he definitely has more talent than Purdy. Caleb dumps it off. Swift. You got to make that guy miss in space, man. Gets 2. Defensive Luke McCaffrey by Hufanga. At least Hufanga's established. Williams hands it off. DeAndre Swift gets a nice block. Jukes outside. Inside Niners territory. Type those ones. Type those ones.
There we go. Also, Dre Greenlaw shouldn't be in this game. I just realized that.
Yeah. It's fine. I don't think it's a big deal. Caleb hands it off. Swift finds room. Here he goes. Makes a 2 guys miss, but runs out of real estate and falls out of bounds. Keep typing those ones. Like Roley, NFL Productions, Chris, Markey, Angry Leads, Caden. those ones in. A couple of strong runs from the new RB run. RB1, I should say.
12 yards per carry, something you'll definitely take, for sure.
All right, Caleb under center. Takes the snap, play action. Williams, boot to Komet, picks up 3. The real Rolly. It's definitely not the real Rolly. I just don't know who it is. I'm so excited to have speed at running back again. Yeah, Swift, he's not like a crazy fast burner, but he's got nice speed. That'll be a nice addition to the offense. Williams takes the snap, throws over the middle, caught. Rome Odunze. Nice little drive here from the Bears to respond. I hope so, Jaja. I hope so. That would be nice indeed. Trips to the left for the Bears offense. Williams hands it off. Swift has a crease. Going to be 2nd and inches at the 7-yard line. Faster than Montgomery. Yeah, Montgomery more of a one-cut, shifty back. Not slow, but certainly not a burner. Matt Nagy, seriously, who makes fake accounts? Yeah, who would do that?
Who would do that?
Williams, play action, all day to throw. Finds Komet inside the 5. Gets a first down to the 2. That's going to be the end of the quarter. We'll flip ends. Good response here for Caleb Williams and the Bears offense. Speaking of Caleb, if you want to get yourself a jersey, go to chatsports.com/Caleb. That link is going to be available in the comments and description of this video. Chatsports.com/Caleb. Click and shop today. White, orange, navy, they're all available. Get yourself a number 18 jersey. Let's go. All right, quarter number 2 about to be underway, and we are going to get to Xavier's super chat as well.
Get it here in just a second.
Give us just a second here. Get the second quarter going here. Trying to get you on screen, Xavier. Get your super chat loaded. I'll go ahead and read it. He says, "We begin the college football game. Welcome back, G-Man." I plan to. My biggest obstacle right now is, I could pay for one right now, but I don't have a PS5 or the new Xbox, so it's not just $60-$70 for me. It's going to be like $500 because I got to get a system and the game. As DeAndre Swift finds pay dirt, type those TDs. But the plan is to get one. Amazon Prime Day is the next 2 days, so I'm hoping maybe consoles will go on sale and I can scoop one. So it's kind of what I'm thinking, but we'll have to wait and see.
Touchdown, Bears.
Cairo Santos knocks in the extra point. We're tied. Good response. I'll tell you this. I can't promise he'll be here, but if Rolly is still here when our Hall of Fame game pregame show starts, we will do a Cullen versus Rolly beer bong race.
We'll do that.
We'll make that happen. We will make that happen. That'll be fun.
Is that or a boot? One of the two.
Ooh. That's good stuff from Cullen. Kickoff is underway. This one's caught at the goal line. 10, 15, 20. Just shy of the 25 at the 24. Rolly says Cullen is shaking in his boots.
If
Cullen?
it is a boot, oh, trust me.
If it's a boot, you will win easily, I think.
I think with beer bongs, Rolly he cheats. He somehow downs those things pretty quick. But if it's a boot, I'm winning. So, we'll see. We shall see.
What's your record on boots?
The fastest I've ever done was like 10 seconds.
That's pretty damn good, man. Yeah. Brock Purdy hands it off to McCaffrey. Another chunk gain of about 8. You got to stop CMC first when you play the Niners.
I've done 8 seconds.
Oh, man.
Rolly.
Second and 2. Purdy takes a snap, quick throw over the middle, diving catch is not completed. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Type those 3s. Get the 3s in the chat. The 3s in the chat. I formation on 2nd or a 3rd and 2. McCaffrey, left side. Not going to get there. 4th and 1. And at their own 33, they're probably going to punt this.
Huge stop.
I'll look into that, Dre. Most people I know are playing on PS5, but I will look into that. Let's go. That's pretty funny, NFL Productions. All right. They are going to punt. Don't jump off sides. Mitch Wishnowski boots it away. Good return to about the 33. All right. Let's take a lead, fellas. Let's take a lead, fellas.
5 for 48 for Swift today.
Yeah, he's running hard.
Giving him the rock.
Let's go. Let's go.
Rolly wants a fireball chug.
Chugging liquor's a different game.
That is a different game.
Williams hands it off. Swift. Nice run. Got 6 for almost 60 now.
I'd be sleeping in the studio if we did that.
All right, 2nd and 1. Little play action deep shot on 2nd and short here. I wouldn't hate it.
I wouldn't hate it either.
I wouldn't hate it. Little pistol formation here for Shane Waldron. Handoff, Swift. Get the first. Gain of 4. 7 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown for Mr. Swift. Type those ones.
Swifty.
It is, DC.
Can confirm.
All right, Williams in the shotgun. Caleb takes the snap, throws over the middle, caught! DJ Moore. Type those ones. Type those ones. That was a dot, little corner route. On initial throw, it looked like it was over the middle, but it was not. 1st and 10 at the 30, 3:15 left in the half. Williams under center. Takes the snap. Handoff, Swift. Nothing doing there. No gain. Kind of the first, not so much production there on a run. Milo says, Harrison, will Caleb have a 300-yard game? I surely hope so. It's 2024. You need to get some 300-yard games out of your quarterbacks. Doesn't need to be every week, but certainly needs to happen a decent amount. Williams, play action. Throws kind of on the run. That was one of those Madden-like miscues. Forced the incompletion. All right, 3rd and 10. You'd hate to stall out here, but can't take a sack. You got the field goal in your back pocket. Williams takes the snap, throws, caught. DJ Moore, gain of 12. Type those ones. Couple of catches from DJ here.
First down.
Sam Lockterra. You and your Josh Dobbs love is something to see. Williams, quick throw, caught. Gain of 9+, 2nd and inches. DJ Moore with the catch, and that is the 2-minute warning. You trim some clock here. Try and leave them as little time as possible. 2nd and inches here. Williams They're going to throw it here. A little surprising. Those underneath, Swift, incomplete. Warner in coverage. May have gotten a hand in there. 3rd and inches. I'd be bringing Roshan in, go with a power run lineup here. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm surprised they came out in the gun twice now.
Oh, my God. Empty set. 3rd and inches. Williams.
He's got a guy in the...
Looking. Caleb, get rid of it. What is Shane Waldron doing?
I don't know.
Good Lord.
I'm not going to lie. Caleb had a guy out there in the flat.
Yeah, that's still just a brutal play call.
No, you're not
That's
wrong.
Madden at its finest.
What the duck is right.
Oh, man. Mm-mm-mm. Well, at least the field goal is good. 10-7. This is a big minute 48 because the Niners get the ball at halftime.
Getsy over Waldron from
But I'm surprised you didn't say Nagy over Waldron.
Yeah.
DC Viper, Mike Martz greater than Shane Waldron. Yikes. I love that Jay Cutler clip of with the hot mic during a game yelling at Mike Martz. It's a classic. All right, Niners bring this one out. 15, 20, down to 21. All right, let's get a stop. 3 at most. Here we go. Come on, defense. Niners got 1 timeout left. Bears have all 3. Minute 44 left in the half. See what Brock Purdy and company try to cook up here. Yeah, I need to bring back the Smokin' Jay rumors soon. Why for yes you want Smokin' Jay rumors to return? In for no. Purdy throws left side, caught, gain of 6. Debo, he's been busy. That's says it's only his 2nd catch. I feel like he's been targeted a bunch. A lot of yeses coming in. All right, we'll get the Smokin' Jay rumors back out. 2nd and 4. Purdy takes the snap. Looking, throws over the middle. High, but caught. Ayuk, I think his first catch of the game.
Not even sure if he's going to be on the team.
I think he will, but who knows?
Yeah.
1 minute left in the half. 1st and 10.
See.
Come on, defense. Let's go. Purdy. Looking. Throws. Caught. Debo again inside the 30. Tough matchup for Kevin Byard. Somehow got stuck in man on him. Where's Montez Sweat, Cullen?
Dude, I've been saying.
Where's Montez Sweat?
Sound like a broken record at this point.
Under 40 seconds left. They're using a lot of time here. Under 30 now. Purdy takes a snap at 23. Bears bring pressure. Pays off, too. Had to get rid of it. And then Byard lights up McCaffrey. 20 seconds left. All right. If you can hold him to 3, that'd be a win. 10-10 at the half. In San Francisco, you'd sign up for that. Here we go. 2-back formation for Purdy. Takes the snap. Looking. Throws underneath. Caught. That's fine. Oh, they're just going to run this down and kick? All right. We'll take it. It's going to be about a 36, 37-yard field goal as the Niners take a time. Oh, maybe we'll get the house a kickoff at the end of the half.
Maybe.
Since field goals somehow only take 3 seconds.
No matter the distance.
Yeah, seriously. Milo Harrison, when will Caleb have a breakout game? Which game? I mean, I think he's got an early opportunity on a national stage, Week 2 Sunday Night Football in Houston. That's a pretty good opportunity against C.J. Stroud and company. That'd be awesome for it to be then. Field goal is good. 10-10. 1 second left. Rolly says, Colin, you're coming to my stream tomorrow, right?
I'll be in house, Rolly. Be in house.
The pre-sweat trade. That's right. That's how it looks. All right. Here we go.
Come on, DeAndre Carter.
A good opportunity at the 5. 20, 25, that's it. All right. I'll take that half. 10 off the half. Niners do get the ball, but certainly could have been worse. Get yourself a Rome Odunze jersey before we get to second half action at chatsports.com/Rome. That is chatsports.com/Rome. Click the link in the comments and in the description to shop today. And who do you guys think is the best team in the NFC? I think you got to go San Francisco for now until proven otherwise. They've kind of been that for a few years, so I would say the 49ers, but who do you guys think? Go ahead and let us know. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get to some second half action here. Second half action here.
I think they've made the NFC Championship game like the last 3 years and 4 out of the last 5. The Niners have, which is insane.
Yeah, because in 19 they went to the Super Bowl. 20 they didn't make it. 21 they did. That was the year they beat the Cowboys in the first round, beat the Packers in frigid conditions in the second round. Robbie Gould, game winner, Bears legend, and then lost the NFC title game. And then this in 22, what happened in 22?
I think.
Actually, am I missing a year? I think that was the one that happened in 22, I think.
Yeah, hold on.
I'm misremembering now. I do think it's 4 of the last 5, but I think I'm getting 21 and 22 mixed up.
Let's see.
Because 21 the year the Rams won the Super Bowl?
It was Super Bowl. It was the year after Brady and them won it, right?
Yeah, so that would have been 21. So yeah, that was when that happened. And then 22, what happened in 22 for the Niners? That was the year, that was the Brock Purdy got injured year.
Yeah.
To the Eagles. So yeah, they made it that year too. And then, of course, last year. Yeah. All right.
We got there
eventually. Yeah. The Josh Johnson experience. How could we forget?
Or, McCaffrey getting in there, or Purdy trying to throw left-handed.
That was just. I remember watching that. I was like, this isn't even football. I formation, Purdy, play action, looking, little crosser. Debo again. Debo's not a great route runner, but, man, he is tough to bring down.
Yeah. Have you watched Receiver at all on Netflix?
I haven't yet.
Yeah. I watched the first episode, what was it, last night. Heavily featured him and George Kittle. And, yeah, man, he's a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
He's an absolute weapon.
1st and 10 at the 35. I hope you're right, Cinematic, because maybe that means the Bears have a chance. George Kittle in motion. Purdy. Play action again. Dumps it off into the flat. Use check. Picks up 9. Thank you, J Nev. Our production team does a nice job putting those together. Does a nice job. Shotgun formation. Purdy. Going to hand off McCaffrey. Easy first down and more. Breaking tackles. Gets to the 45. Tell you what, man. If they don't win a Super Bowl with the score, it's an all-time missed opportunity, I think, for a franchise.
You could argue this year is really your last year of this.
Yeah, because you're going to have to pay Purdy soon, plus a lot of your core is getting older. Like, I mean, I think McCaffrey's going to be good for a little while, but I can't imagine his peak is ahead of him. Oh, Purdy goes down with a sack. Andrew Billings.
Take it.
Type sack in the chat. Yeah, I mean, this is like their last year was the year to do it, but this year is their last big year to do it. I mean, I think they'll be in the mix for a while, but once they pay Purdy, it gets a lot harder.
As with paying any quarterback at that point.
Brock hands it off. McCaffrey, ooh, big hit. 3rd and 17. Got to get a stop here. Yeah, Trent Williams is getting older too.
A lot of these guys, like, I mean, they're older and more injury prone. Like Kittle's always banged up, Debo's always banged up. Trent Williams missed, I think, a game last year. Ayuk maybe on his way out.
There's a Twitter rumor right now that Caleb and Rome, as the Niners are just going to hand this off and punt, it looks like, that Caleb and Rome are at the facility today signing and Hard Knocks is filming. Maybe they're signing and it's going to be part of the Hard Knocks intro.
That'd be dope.
We'll see. 49ers booted away. Big stop for the Bears defense. Can't tell where that one went out. 16, so decent punt. Isn't Debo going to be 28 or 29? Yeah, I mean, he's getting up there. He is, I mean, 20. He's 28. That's not old, though. The way he plays, though, like, he's not a great route runner. So, like, he's got, what, 2 years left on his deal? Like, I don't think he's getting another deal with the 49ers unless he takes less money. I also think there's a good chance he's gone after this year. Like, they convince Ayuk to play the 5th year out, and then they cut or trade Debo next year and pay Ayuk. Caleb Williams throws a strike to DJ Moore for a first down. Type those ones. Let's go. Let's go. 2.5 left in the third. You got him in a good position. Williams. Under pressure. Sacked. Good time blitz from Fred Warner. He gets home. Second sack of the day for the 49ers defense.
Like, you'll never be bad as long as you have Shanahan. You would think, right? But
yeah, you would think. Williams throws underneath. Caught DeAndre Swift. Gain of 13 gives you a chance on 3rd and 4. It's been the Swift show for the offense. Here we go. Got to convert here.
Need it.
3rd and 4. Where's Keenan Allen? He doesn't have a catch today, I don't think. In the slot at the bottom of your screen. Williams throws it to Keenan. First down. I swear I don't see these Sims.
Take a little peek before we went live.
Swear I don't see these Sims. Let's go.
Man, oh man. There's not a slot corner in the league, I still think, that can really keep up with Keenan. One-on-one like that.
Yeah, exactly. Williams under center. Going to hand it off. Swift up the middle.
Here we go.
Another gain of 12. It's up to 74 yards rushing.
If anything, all we know is Shane Waldron's opened up the potential for DeAndre Swift. If Madden tells us it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, yeah. How dare we forget about Kyle Juszczyk? My bad. Harvard grad. In case you didn't know, Harrison went to Harvard.
Exactly. Williams play action, throws underneath. Caught, gain of 5. Keenan Allen again, second catch of the drive.
Yeah. He started out 0 for 2, and now he's 12 of 16. So he's only had 2 incomplete passes since his first 2 attempts of the game.
One was that weird, he got stuck throwing on the run glitch.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the other one. Oh, it was the one he tried to dump it off to Swift and Warner got a hand in there.
Yeah.
All right, get your 4s up. Get your 4s up.
Get the 4s up.
Let's go. Fourth quarter time.
Let's freaking go, man. A lot of football left to be played.
Fourth quarter time. Williams takes the snap. Throws over the middle. Caught. Keenan Allen breaking tackles.
Let's go.
Let's go. Type those 1s. Can the Bears win one on the road against the NFC favorites? Here we go. Williams under center. 5-step drop. Steps up. Fires underneath. Swift. Inside the 10. Touchdown, DeAndre Swift. He finds the end zone. Type those TDs in the chat. Type those TDs in the chat.
Let's freaking go.
Let's go, baby.
Man, oh man. Drake Green lost it. No chance.
Yeah, just a mismatch.
Point is up.
Extra point is up and good. Here we go. Come on. Here we go.
Swift's been the MVP today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Got the Niners on the ropes. Bears booted away. 20, down at the 22. Defense. 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 Come on.
Need it.
Let's get a stop. This would be a huge response after losing in Detroit on Thanksgiving. If you split those two games somehow in the real season, like, that's monumental. Like, I'm expecting to lose both of those, frankly. At Detroit, at San Francisco. If you could split those, that would be massive for the program.
Absolutely huge.
Purdy. Play action. Brock throws it downfield and complete. Second and 10. Defense has come to play today. DC Viper. I hate Swifties. Why, DC Viper? Why? I did see that, Milo. I did see that. That was quite the scene. McCaffrey picks up 6, 3rd and 4. Can you get a stop? This would be huge.
Need it.
Type those 3s. Type those 3s. Purdy. In the shotgun. Looking. Under pressure. Incomplete. I think that was Sweat with the pressure. Oh, and he's hurt. He got hurt from running? No. Oh, my goodness. Well, at least he had a big pressure there, and now the Bears are going to get the football back. Surely they're not going to go here, right? Shanahan going to roll the dice at his own 28 in the fourth quarter with 4.5 to go? Let's see. No way. Now they're punting. All right. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Niners booted away. Should be a fair catch. Yep. Fair catch at the 22. Come on, man. Let's get a few first downs. Let's get a few first downs. Yes, Madden injuries are weird.
Madden in general is weird.
Yes. Madden is it's a diminished product, let's be honest. Williams throws over the middle, dropped. Look for Keenan Allen. That's a rare miscue for him. A lot of hype for in college football 25 right now.
They just released the intro.
Yeah. Well, the game's out.
Yeah, now it is.
Williams throws picked.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. You got Swift rolling and you're throwing twice up a touchdown in the fourth.
I don't understand.
Waldron.
What are we doing?
Oh my goodness. Second turnover of the day. Looking for the slant, and Warner's just right there. Jump it. Oh boy. Well.
Y'all wanted Waldron.
Well, 1st and 10 in the red zone. Can the defense bail you out here? Goodness gracious. Brock Purdy in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking, still looking underneath. Jawan Jennings. Gain of 5. And no Montez Sweat. It's a great point. I assume. Maybe he's back out there, but
We'll see.
Matt Nagy says typical of the Waldron offense. I don't think he's in. Purdy takes the snap. Looking. Spins. Throws left. Caught. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 4. Christian McCaffrey. Bring back Fields in the chat. It's good stuff. Oh, man. Purdy hands it off. McCaffrey stuffed. No gain. Second and goal at the 4. Purdy hands it off. McCaffrey, touchdown.
Man,
All
oh man.
right.
You can't turn it over in your own half.
Nope. Extra point away from tying the game. It's good. 17 all. Good news is you're getting the ball back with under 3 minutes to go. You can control your destiny here.
If I would have told you that before the game, you probably would have taken it.
You would have taken it.
Man, oh man.
All right, here we go. 20. Out to the 22. Here comes the Bears offense. 78 yards from a touchdown. Probably about 45, 50 yards away from field goal range. 28, 15, 43 yards or so.
2-minute drill right here. Let's go.
Plenty of time. 3 timeouts. 2-minute warning. Let's see if Caleb's got that bounce back ability. After the fumble earlier, he bounced back. He's got to do it again. 1st and 10 at the 22. Williams under center. Takes the snap. Now they're going to get Swift going on the ground. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Can't put the handcuffs back on now if you're Shane Waldron. Pistol formation for Chicago. Williams. Zone read keep. He's got a crease. Go down, Caleb. Don't fumble it.
For real.
First down. That should take us to the 2-minute warning. All right. We'll take it.
Need a big play here.
You got time. You're at the 37, 13, 50, you're about 30 yards away from field goal range. So, you got time.
I know San Francisco's just... Oh, man.
Fred Warner's got the red X.
Yeah, the old X Factor ability.
Williams throws left side, caught. DJ Moore, gain of 11. Near midfield now. You could still run it some. You got time.
Kind of do want to chew the clock a little bit.
Yeah, ideally you're kicking a field goal at the buzzer here. Williams, minute 35 to go. Takes the snap, steps up. Caleb gonna run. Caleb gonna run! He dives forward. Timeout San Francisco. Bears in field goal range at the 35. He's talking mess too. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
We'd love to see it.
Minute 29 to go.
I'd give it to Swift here.
Yeah. I might even give it to him twice, make him use those last 2 timeouts, and then on third down, make a decision. Williams, quick throw into the flat. That works too. Keenan Allen, stay in bounds. He does. Gain of 5.
Use the timeout as well.
Yep. I'd run it here, then on third down, make a decision on what you want to do.
Important thing is stay in bounds and don't turn the ball over.
Yep. Got one of the better kickers in the league, Cairo Santos, especially inside 50 yards. Williams under center. Going to get the carry. Oh, that's going nowhere. Lost 3. So how aggressive do you get here? I might run it again and value the 40 seconds off the clock.
That's fair.
You run it, try to get 2 or 3 yards. It's still going to, from here, be a 51-yarder. Try to get it under 50. Kick the field goal with 35 seconds left. I think that's what I would do.
Let's see.
Williams hands it off. Swift. Almost got a first down.
Almost.
In real life, you'd run this down, take a timeout, and then you'd still kick, I think. But some teams would think about it. Either way, he made the field goal notably shorter. Talking about 44, 45 yards here.
Let it run down.
Santos from 44. Kick is up. Good. Pretty well executed there. Niners are going to have a little time, but not a ton. 39 seconds.
36?
36 seconds, excuse me. Misread that.
Oh, man.
They got to get into field goal range. Moody's got a big leg.
Montez, if there was ever a time.
Is he healthy? Who knows?
He's out there. That's fair.
Those 3s in for Cairo. This would be a massive win on the road. Massive win on the road. Santos or Taylor going to boot it away here. Going to bring it out. 10, 15, 20. Out to the 22. That used 3 seconds, so 33 seconds left. Brock Purdy and the 49ers jog onto the field. They got to get about, if they get to the Bears 40, they would probably try a field goal. That'd be about 57. So they need about 38 yards. No timeouts. They can probably only go over the middle one time, the way Madden works. Noah says George Kittle 80-yard touchdown. I don't need that energy, Noah.
Nope. Not even addressing it.
I don't think Sweat's in the game. Purdy takes the snap, fires over the middle, caught! Debo at the 48, clock's ticking. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. They're taking forever. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Purdy downfield. 2 seconds left. You have got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. They're going to have a 38-yard field goal to force overtime. Timeout, Matt Eberflus. He's going to try and ice Jake Moody. Good God. Oh, goodness gracious. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I just hear you yelling down the hall. I had to find out.
They just completed a bomb.
Like a 35-yard pass with 2 seconds left to set up a chip shot field goal to force overtime. Kick is up. And good. We're going to overtime in San Francisco. All right.
And the Bears have won the coin toss. The Bears elect to receive.
All right. Gotta get a touchdown. The way this works, too, both teams are going to get a possession. We saw how that played out earlier this year in Madden.
The fact that they ran it down all that time.
Yeah, they were taking forever. DeAndre Carter from the goal line. Brings it out past the 20 to about the 22. All right, Caleb. Come on, man. This is your time, brother. This is your time, brother.
Need it now more than ever.
I formation. Williams drops back. Those across field to nobody. That didn't look good. That was a little jittery.
Just a little bit.
An I formation again. What is Waldron doing? I gotta question this. Toss play. Swift. Nothing. The wheels are starting to fall off.
We should take a deep dive into Shane Waldron previewing the Bears' new OC.
That could be a good one.
Let us know if you'd be interested down below.
3rd and 11. Williams has time. Now he has to bolt. Caleb throws it away. Man, oh man. Bears going to have to punt. Defense going to have to get a stop. Taylor, need a good one. Boots this one away. Was a good one. Fair caught at the 32. About a 50-yard punt, so that was clutch at least. First and 10 at the 32.
This is Madden at its finest.
Purdy in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Brock. Throws on the run. Debo. Gain of 4. Gain of 4.
Need a Darius.
Need the defense to make a play.
6 for 104 for Debo today.
Yeah, he's had a big game. Need the defense to make a play. Purdy throws quick into traffic. Oh, it's bouncing around. Incomplete. That was an opportunity, but you still have a chance on 3rd and 6 to get off the field. Here we go. Come on, man. Let's get a stop.
Come on, defense.
Purdy in the shotgun. McCaffrey to his right, trips to the top. Purdy throws. McCaffrey caught. First down, gain of 7 on 3rd and 6. Feels like that might have been your chance to get off the field. Purdy tries to hard count. Now he'll take the snap. Brock, all day to throw over the middle. Caught. Juwan Jennings. Well, what are you going to do? First and 10 at the 39. Matt Nagy, Shanahan coaching circles around Eberflus. Purdy over the middle again. Debo. Yeah, this one's curtains, folks. This is a tough one, man. You had chances. The defense needed to make one more play at the end of regulation. Couldn't do it. Purdy tosses McCaffrey inside the 10. I would imagine they'd kick it here. We'll see how Madden operates in that regard. Oh, gosh. Man, oh, man.
That's true. Sweat being out. I mean, we've not seen...
That hurt.
That hurt.
Purdy hands it off. McCaffrey cuts back in inside the 5, down at the 3. Yeah, just not meant to be, man. You had a chance to beat the 49ers on the road. It is what it is, man.
Why is no one... Or why is there so much space off Ayuk?
Yeah, exactly. Slant Ayuk touchdown. Injury. Aaron Banks. That'll do it. 26-20. Bears go down in overtime. Second overtime loss of the year, or third? Might be third. Lost to the Commanders in OT. I think there was another overtime game too. Well, Bears fall to 8-5. Niners improve to 10-3. A swing game in the NFC standings. Bears had their chances, man. Bears had their chances. Just if DeAndre Swift could get one more yard and you don't have to kick, you could run that down to 1 second, kick a field goal. If the defense could have prevented one more completion, but not to be. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you made it to the end of the video, please subscribe to the channel. We cover the real Bears on a daily basis as well. Have just been working in these Madden sims for the entire 2024 schedule. We got 4 more games to go, and then preseason will be here. So we will have you covered for all of that. My name is Harrison Graham. We'll see you next time. All right. I got to get out of here as it is. It's time. Got to gear up, get ready to go to the Home Run Derby. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Shout out to Cullen for producing. See you guys soon.